The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori. If the Venatori move, the Shadows will hear it first. Meet you in Docktown.
Are you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, Dweller.
Right.
We sail. So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out. Never mind two of them.
Well, good. Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people. The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall. Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Got it.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
Don't like the sound of that. I'll get through here. We've got to clear the obstacle somehow. That did it. We can get through now.
I got a flight on me. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents, they're down here with us. Get them. Don't let them run for reinforcements.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. More Venatori. We have to take out the leaders.
To the left.
Clear. Darkspawn will not stop until we get rid of their blight force.
I like the forfeit!
Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know. And that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be safe if the shadows choose the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door.
How did the Venatori even know about the shop? Isn't it supposed to be secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn? That's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Let's not jump to conclusions before we have more answers.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. and some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
One day you'll move.
Nice to see the Vipers still making waves around the city.
He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
So, the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Venatori, we're close. More Venatori. Guard, probably.
Locked. There has to be another way in.
Ready when you are.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out. Lots of Venatori. We must be close. That's all the Venatori guarding the place. Right. Here's our way in.
Great. The Venatori are up to something. Time to break it up. We stop them, then we figure it out.
They're controlling Darkspawn.
Not my
The faithful cannot die! Let's finish this! That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing. This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the Shadow Dragons are. Exactly.
This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
Everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help. Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganan and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
Is there something I can do? The risen gods are my responsibility too.
It's good that you're back. You know more about the risen gods than anyone. Not surprising, since you technically set them loose in the first place.
Now, let's not dwell on past mistakes. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
Who are you? And can we trust you?
Look at that. There are bounds to my infamy after all. Refreshing.
Rook's been working with us. Mevaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mevaris Talani, formerly Magister Mevaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, Formally?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan, why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
You heard the rumor about a new Venatori spot somewhere uptown?
I know someone in the area who's keeping watch. Find him in the library. Say you're looking for Ferdinand Genetivi's book on Orlais.
Ferdinand Jenny what?
He's a Ferelden scholar, virtually unknown in the north.
They're telling us to watch out for dogs.
But what if the Darkspawn come back?
I'll stand in the doorway and let you... escape.
Really?
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was yours. Please, go on. So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out. Never mind two of them.
Well, good. I hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Did the Magisterium explain why?
I am Jowin Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. You're a Shadow Dragon, I hear. A criminal organization of Tevinter insurgents. I was not surprised to learn that you are wanted for numerous offenses, including theft, murder, and wanton destruction of property.
When laws are written by the corrupt, it makes criminals of all who fight back.
Fine. All I want to know is how a Minrathous crook unleashed the Blight.
We've been tracking a mage named Solus. He's actually several thousand years old. In Elven mythology, he's known as Fen'Harel, the Dreadwolf, god of lies.
That is a number of titles.
Well, Fen'Harel is Elven for Dreadwolf, so that only counts as one, but yeah, you're not wrong. Anyway, he wanted to tear down the Veil and restore the ancient Elven Empire. We stopped his ritual.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
It's no fairy tale. When we stopped Solus, something got out. According to the Veil Jumpers, it was the Elven gods Elganon and Gillenane. And they're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
No, please, you can't do that.
I assure you, I can.
I don't know how much time we have. The gods are doing something with the Blight. We need to stop them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
Who are you? Why do you have dirt on the Grey Wardens?
I was at Adamant. Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Mevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
The First Warden's a problem. If he won't help, I need him to stay out of my way.
I'm sure he'll show up again. Like an ulcer. For now, pay him no mind. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the Veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Dumat's breath. I wasn't expecting to see a resurgence of the Venatori.
Eyes open. You're at range.
So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
See you again.
had me followed. Be quiet about me.
I needed to be sure.
The deeper currents.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
Just tell me already.
That blighted chunk of lyrium is what started all this. In more ways than one. If I hadn't found it in the deep roads... You remember the story. One carved idol of red lyrium made its way to the surface and all hell broke loose.
It can't be the same one, can it?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true... If this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first Warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner. The dock's been fixed. The caretaker must be regaining control of the crossroads.
We sail.
That cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
That's the Fade going right to your bones.
Darkspawn. Let's clear them out.
They're at range.
We're on fire!
If the Darkspawn are here, the Blight on this island must be running wild.
The gods want this place. They do not care how they defile it.
Wardens Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it! Harding, we meet again.
Antoine, Evka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I can imagine.
What have you come to talk about?
The Elven gods are changing the Blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demetta's Crossing. They overran it with the Blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Whatever they're planning, it's bad. And if it involves the Blight, we need Warden help.
A change. Manipulation. That could explain. But...
You believe me?
That the Elven gods are here, and... It's a lot to accept. But we've been looking into oddities with the Blight ourselves. It's altered. I can feel it. And your story...
A lot lines up.
Whatever you've heard from the First Warden, we're trying to help.
Yeah, we're getting that.
If the First Warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say...
We're not exactly the First Warden's favorites. Your word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davrin might help. Even among Wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the Blight.
Fine. But this Davrin better believe us.
We wouldn't send you up a mountain for someone who won't listen.
We should get moving ourselves. We'll be in touch.
Well, I'd say we found the camp. So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Were they ambushed?
Easy, boy.
Stay right there.
It will, so long as you don't give him a reason not to. Who are you?
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like Darkspawn? Griffins hunt Darkspawn.
You've got bigger problems than us. We found Blight on the tent.
What? Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
We can help.
Try to keep up.
He's caught a scent. Follow the squawks.